Alright people, welcome back to the channel, welcome to the video. It's your boy, Double D, Drunk Dragon. Don't forget to like, follow and subscribe. As you can probably tell by the screen, we're hitting up a little bit of FIFA, but it's a bit of a difference. You've all been asking me lately why the FIFA content stopped, why there was no more, career modes, things like that being done. And it's quite simple. I didn't want to throw content at you for the sake of it. FIFA's a great game and I wanted to do it justice, but also I wanted you guys to have something you wanted to see rather than me just playing football. So, one of y'all then asked me a question which made me think. One of y'all asked me who would be my fantasy team. So I was like, I don't actually know, but let's find out. So what I've done is I've created what I perceive to be my fantasy team, which is United. I put who I would have on my fantasy team in there, and then I've created what the world sees as the world's best team. And what we're going to do is first I'm going to go through why I've picked each team, and then we're going to head to head against each other. So without further ado, we'd start with what the world perceives to be the best players in the world. Now, some of them I definitely agree with. I don't know, couldn't have them on both teams, so I had to do this the right way, So, let's start with the strike force. So, the world's two biggest stars, Ronaldo and Messi, is a given. Let's just be brutal. Messi, in his own right, is a phenomenon, and so is Ronaldo. You're either Messi or Ronaldo. You're not both. Me, personally, I like them both, but for the purposes of doing a proper My Fantasy, for me, they're a bit old in terms of long term of a team, so I wouldn't have them as my fantasy team, but they would be the world's best, if you know what I mean. Now, Suarez, let's just be brutal, since Liverpool, he's been an absolute monster. So, Messi, Ronaldo, Suarez, it would be unstoppable. Without a doubt, it would be one of the greatest combinations ever. Now, centre attacking mid, we've got De Bruyne. Then we have Bale on the right and Hazard on the left. Bale's a given once again, another world beater. Hazard, phenomenal player. Not as consistent. In fact, you know what? We're going to change Hazard out for Neymar in a minute. Because, in fact, let me do that now. 1 second. I'm changing my mind as I'm talking to you all. A little bit of a spoiler because you can see the subs there, but we'll pretend you didn't see that, yeah? So, right is Bale, left is Neymar. Again, another up-and-coming world beater, phenomenal player. Already top of his game, already in the world's best, already in the top 5. Can't beat him. Now, De Bruyne, for me, was City's best buy over the past, 20 years. He is an absolute phenomenal player, and I would buy him for any team in the world. But again, I couldn't have him on both teams, so he went with the world's best. Now, Modric, again, he's been a world beater for so long, as you can see him on the screen there. He is a given for a world's best team now, I believe. Ramos has been the world's best centre-back for years, and I don't believe you'll beat him yet, even though he's getting a bit older now. He's still in that top 3 category. You got Chiellini of Juventus, who, let's just be brutal about Chiellini, hasn't put a foot wrong for a very long time, plays every game at the top of his game and does not give up. You cannot deny he is a phenomenal player. Then you have Boateng. Now, Boateng for me has been the backbone of Bayern for a very long time, and I don't think personally you can have a world's best without including him. Now, Neuer is what everyone seems to think is the world's best. I personally believe there is a better goalkeeper out there, but you all think Neuer, so that's your choice. Everyone has their own opinion. So let's talk substitutes, because this was a really tough team to put together. So as you can see, there are a few subs here. We got Hazard on the left, Sanchez on the right, because for me, those two are phenomenal players, and if Bale and Neymar didn't exist, they'd be on that team. We got Vidal, Busquets. Quite simply, I put those two there because they are what you class as the backbone of any team, and they are hard-working, pushing players, and I think they deserve the recognition. I've just made a conscious decision to change that. So Griezmann's on the suspension as well because he's an up-and-comer. I'd say he's up-and-comer. He is a world beater already because he's now 26. But he's been playing at the top of his game for some years now, and I believe he deserves the recognition we give him by saying he is one of the world's best. Higuain, again, you don't need to say much about him. He is Higuain. He's been in Juventus team now. He plays nearly every game. He scores constantly. A phenomenal player. Then you got Aubameyang, who I thought would have left Dortmund by now, but he stuck by him. But again, he's played phenomenal. Now, the other two were quite simply hard to pick between. Benassia and Socrates, because they are phenomenal defenders. And as you can see, there's other players here, like Aguero, Dembele, Luis. These are all players I feel were phenomenal, and it was hard to choose between them and obviously Ramos, Boateng. But then when I thought about it logically, I was like, you know what, they're good, but they're not Ramos good. They're not Chiellini good. They're not Boateng good. So that is my World 11. It is a phenomenal team, and hopefully I can overcome it with my fantasy team. So without further ado, let's get to the fantasy team, shall we? Oh yeah, this is the bit I'm happy about. Let's go. Okay, so let's talk about who I perceive to be my fantasy team. So as you can see on the screen, there's a snapshot of it. So let's talk about who's there first. So we have Kane and Lewandowski up front. And the reason we have Kane and Lewandowski up front, Kane for me is the up-and-coming future world beater. Kane for me is the reason Tottenham are doing so well, and to be brutally honest, I would have him at United any day of the week. He is a phenomenal player. Now, Lewandowski, ever since Borussia Dortmund, I've watched this kid play. For me, he's one of the world's best, and he always will be. And I just personally believe that him and Kane together would be such a good combination, because they can both shoot, they can both head, they're both pretty good on the feet, they're both pretty quick. I think that would be phenomenal. Now, centre attacking mid, you've got Ali. Again, a future world beater. Already showing his stuff, already playing amazing for Tottenham. I think, personally, Ali, Kane, Lewandowski, that attacking three would be phenomenal. Anyone's book. Now, left mid, you're probably all quite shocked to see Royce there. Not been in the spotlight just lately, but for me, one of the world's best players. Always been a fan, always loved him. You can't beat him. Right mid, Musial, or Ozil, whichever you want to call him. Me personally, phenomenal player. On his day, the best in the world. Put him in the right, you won't be beaten. Phenomenal player. Pogba is a given, is one of the world's best. He's my favourite player at Old Trafford at the moment, and let's just be brutal. He is Pogba. Now, Cruz was picked for a different reason. Yes, he's one of the world's best, but I picked him because for me, he is what I would class as the perfect midfielder. He can hold and sit back, he can control the team, he can go forward and attack, he can run left, he can run right. He's got a mixture of all the other players, and then he's got his own style about it. So Cruz for me is what I class as the perfect mid. Now let's talk about defence-wise. So defence, we got Matt Hummels, who ever since he played for Dortmund again, has been a player that I have long admired. Phenomenal player, absolutely fantastic. Would take him any day of the week with any team. Now Marquinhos is, well, he was up until last year classed as an up-and-comer, but I believe he's finally broke his way into the PSG. Why it's taken them so long to recognise this kid is beyond me, and I think is a major problem at PSG, because there's a lot of youngsters go there and just get left out. This is one he's been sat on the bench, playing the reserves. Past couple of years, he's finally broke into the first team, and well deserved. He is a phenomenal centre-back. Again, Varane's had the same problem at Madrid, just not been able to break into that team. And then he did with Mourinho, but then got dropped again when Mourinho left. It was like, doesn't make sense. This is a world-class player. What he's doing. Now, goalkeeper-wise, I think everybody expected it. David De Gea, for me, is the world's best. He is number one. You will not beat him. Now, I have got subs, and I have got a few players that was stuck between picking, so I'll show you them now. So, sub-wise, I need to sort my subs. There's no striker on there. Give me a second, folks. We're going to stick Morata on, and we're going to go with him. So, sub-wise, we got left mid, Julian Draxler, right mid, Thomas Muller. You don't need to say much more. They're just phenomenal players. It's that simple. Draxler, again, he's one of them that's been left in the cold at PSG. And I don't know why, because for me, he'd start most games. He really would. Now, Morata, as a striker, had to be done. For me, I've watched him since he was playing back at Real Madrid as a youngster. I watched him before that. And even when he was like 17, 18, he was there. He had the skills behind him. So, for me, another world beater, phenomenal player. Kante, I'll be honest, I only started watching Kante when Leicester started getting better and won the league. And ever since, he's been somewhat of a puzzle to me because he's a phenomenal, phenomenal player. Dybala, a young up-and-coming world beater. Once again, Juventus, well done for buying him the other year. I don't understand why you'd think about selling him now, but for me, he's a keeper. Now, I also have Verratti, Gundogan, Matic, Dyer. The rest are just United players, you can ignore them. So, Verratti for me is another one at PSG that's been left in the cold for too long. Phenomenal youngster, finally in the first team, has been for a couple of years now, and he's showing his stuff. Him, any team in the world would buy. Any team. Gundogan, let's just be brutal. Amazing player. I think he's going to struggle to get his game time now at City, which is a shame because even when he was at Dortmund, he showed he was world class. Matic, what he's done for United, I couldn't deny, so I had to leave him on here. And Dyer, for me, he is an ultimate player. Young, can play centre-back, centre-mid, centre-attacking mid. He can even drop left and right if you need him to. Phenomenal player, so I had to recognise that and pop him on here. So, that is my fantasy team. You've seen the world team, you've seen the fantasy team. I guess it's time we played them and seen if I'm right or the world. Dragon versus the world. Let's go. Alright folks, so you've seen both teams now. You've seen my team, you've seen their team. Let's get this game going. Oh yeah. So, the big question is, it's Dragon versus the world. Who will come out on top? Will it be Dragon? Will it be the world? Let's have it. So, who do you all reckon? Let me know in the comments. Let me know what you think of the teams. We'll see what happens. I'm going to show up so you can watch the starts so we can see if they've made any changes to the teams. And I'll catch you in the game.
There is nothing like a final of a cup competition. We've got a great one here, I'm sure. All the signs are good, all the omens are good, the teams are certainly very good, and the players involved as well. We're moments away. Join us for the kickoff, and it's live. It's what we've been waiting for. The final. Tremendous scenes in the stadium, absolutely packed.
Yeah, I think you could argue, Martin, with some justification that the best two teams in this tournament have got themselves into the final, expecting a good game.
Today's game, Manchester United, and they play Real Madrid.
Number 34, Marquinhos.
This is then the Manchester United lineup. David De Gea starts in goal. Rafael Varane starts with Mats Hummels in central defence. In attack, Harry Kane starts together with Robert Lewandowski.
Number 9, Robert Lewandowski. And number 13, Harry Kane.
Looking at the lineup, He's got all the components in place, hasn't he, the manager, for the pressing style of play that's been a feature of his team.
Yeah, and many an opponent has found it difficult to cope with. If your touch isn't spot on against this aggressive type of closing down, you're going to lose it in dangerous areas.
Well, this Wembley has its own history now, and I must say, the ground worthy of staging these very, very big occasions, and being home, of course, to England, the national team.
I mean, it's a huge stadium, isn't it? I'll tell you what, the players would appreciate. It's a much better pitch than it was in the old one, much more like the Premier League pitches.
Enjoy the game.
Just put Manchester United in perspective for us, Alan, really. The extra competition that they face in the search for trophies. They've won so many in the Premier League years.
Well, of course, and they've got their rivals across the city, Manchester City and all the other clubs too. But they are, at the end of the day, one of the richest clubs in the world still, so that's going to help them.
Heimo Waschenschneider is the referee today.
All right, here we go, folks. Come on. Ooh, good start. Royce. Go, Royce.
Room to exploit
Go.
for United here in the wider areas.
Ooh.
Well, sometimes these opportunities can come too early.
Come on, Kane,
Maybe
you're
this
better
is
than
one of
that.
them.
You're better than
Yeah,
that,
maybe
boy.
just caught cold there. Wasn't expecting the chance to land at his feet and made a mess of it.
Made a mess of it, ain't the word. Tits up is. Alright, so.
He's coming forward with some danger. Mesut Ozil. Now this is an interesting attack. He saw the
Oh,
look
poor
from the other
pass.
player and saw where the pass was going and read it. Expected to hit such a won't underestimate their opposition. Dele Alli.
That's why. Oh,
Superb work to reach
that's
that
why I
great
didn't
technique.
shoot
A great
Lewandowski
relief
then.
to feel that he could
I
stop
have
the
no
goal.
idea.
You'll love looking at goals, Martin, but there's something special about a defender showing those kind of defensive instincts.
Toni Kroos. Now Pogba. Royce. And shoots! Well, it looks a bad miss.
Still
I
no,
think
no.
the defender just put him off.
Yeah, he's got to take a lot of credit for that because he had to take the shot quickly. The
Come
lad
on.
who was trying to score.
Well, at first sight, Alan, I must say it didn't look like a goal. It's good to have the replay because that helps us if it's tighter, but that wasn't one of the top. Lewandowski.
Bum.
Super reflexes from the
No,
goalkeeper.
yeah.
Corner for Manchester United.
Let's try something a bit cheeky, shall we?
Gone short with the corner. Cross towards the near post. Well, that's the
Oh.
keeper's ball from the moment the cross left his
Trying to
foot.
pull them out. Didn't work. Alright, fine. Come on, United.
Promising build-up until that challenge. Here's Marquinhos.
Yeah, I'm not even getting a look in, man.
Here's Ali. Anticipated the direction of the pass and was able to intervene.
Come
Arturo
on.
Vidal. Really getting at the opposition this far up the pitch now. Kroos.
And he's out there. Oof.
Keep the ball at the moment. Arturo
Come
Vidal.
on. You're better than this, United. Get that ball. That's it, Pogba.
Can really
That's
get at
it.
the opposition here. Good vision.
Ooh. Ooh, Lewandowski,
Line
what was
quickly
that?
The keeper to get that. Had to be.
Come on. Half hour in, it's still 0-0, folks. Guarantee you goals, son. Guarantee.
Kevin De Bruyne.
Come on. That wasn't a foul, referee. Piss off.
That's a poor challenge, isn't it? And the card's coming out.
Yeah, sometimes you wonder, is it a booking or not? I think we all thought, yes, he's going to get the yellow card, as he does. Oh, Jose Mourinho going mad at his player for diving in there, for getting booked unnecessarily.
Boateng.
That's it, boys.
dangerous feel to this attack. It's looking good. It's had a go.
Oh my God.
That's a corner for Manchester United.
This is getting frustrating, guys. Frustrating.
Cross through the corner. A hefty corner.
I don't know what he was doing with that corner at all.
Gareth Bale. Kevin De Bruyne. Luis Suarez. Neymar.
That's it. That's better. Come on, Kroos. Come on, Kroos.
Coming on strong and looking to play their way through now. It's a shot now.
Really?
Really, for what seemed
Really?
a certain opening goal.
Oh dear, I think it's one of those that might play on his mind now for the rest of the match. Well, frustration from the manager, but by the same token, his team are playing well. They might have gone ahead there, but they'll get another chance.
Manchester United haven't made an impact on the game at all yet.
That was a dangerous one.
Able
What we
to
got
cut
there?
that out with,
I love the way it
sharp
says
movement.
hasn't made an impact. We're the only ones shooting.
Pogba. Arturo Vidal.
Come on, Pogba. Come on, Pogba. That's it. Oh. Thought he had him there.
Suarez. Well, they're in a good position here.
There will be a minimum of
Kevin De
3
Bruyne.
minutes.
Aldo.
Oh, no.
Neymar. Good work to stop the opposition. He's got to clear it now. Lewandowski.
That'll do it. Foul.
Defender has to move quickly.
Oh, come on,
Good
ref.
indeed, but the move is broken down. Well, that is half time.
That's some bullshit. That was a foul.
0-0 here. They have had a catalogue of chances in this first half, but no goals.
Well, they should, and they will be kicking themselves, and it's not a given that they'll keep getting quite so many chances.
Okay, we're going to make a couple of changes because, let's just be brutal, it's not going phenomenal. So, one change. Diabala's going to come in to replace Ali. I'm going to go with that.
For Manchester United,
Let's roll.
coming off the pitch.
Wembley Stadium. The fans sit back in it for the start
Come on.
of the second half. Now Kane.
Really?
Did have the ball.
Really?
Luis Suarez. He's on the move all the time and makes lots of these interceptions. Pogba.
Come on, Paul.
Well, this attack got a bit of menace to it. Very weak challenge.
Really?
It's
Really?
Messi. Trying to catch the other team out with a quick break here. Luis Suarez.
Come on. Come on, tackle him. Jesus Christ, somebody close him down. That's it. Come on, Diabala. Come on, boy.
They could pose some danger now.
Oh.
Sergio Ramos able to cut it out. Kane! Well, there's the opening goal in the final.
Well, what a huge moment that might be. Fans going absolutely wild.
Well, that has been coming, and they've played well enough, making so many chances. They've taken this one.
Well, it's a dream day for those forwards because
We needed
no
that.
shortage of chances created.
Come on.
Top day for them.
Manchester
Come
United
on.
with the lead.
1-0.
Manchester United. Number 13.
Chiellini.
Harry Kane.
Come on.
Chiellini. Kevin De Bruyne. And here they are on the attack. Kane slips it through. Dybala. Oh, what a fine goal. They lead by 2 now. They'll feel a little bit more comfortable.
Oh, yeah.
Good value for this advantage at the moment.
Nice one, Dybala.
Oh, great celebrations. And why not?
We needed
Double
this. Come on.
whammy here for the opposition. They've hit them with both barrels.
Well, they're absolutely flying, aren't they? The opposition don't know what to do to stop the flow here.
I'll tell you what to do. Just watch
Great play
and
again
learn.
with the ball.
Well, he's
Because we are
totally
not going to
dictated
stop
the tempo
now.
out there. He's a great asset for his team.
Now they've got a chance in this part of the pitch.
Ooh, that was unlucky. Thought I could wiggle through. Wiggle
Luis
with it.
Suarez. Dybala. Here's Harry Kane.
Come.
Lovely ball. Lewandowski.
Told you it was non-stop. Told you. We may have took it to the second half to break through, folks, but we are there.
It's instinctive from the lad.
Look at
Well, that
this.
could be the game for Manchester United. Should be the game.
Well, you don't often see them let this kind of lead slip.
I have to say it's so
Come on,
one-sided today,
get
but
it.
all credit to the team that are racking up the goals.
Come on. Yes, Kane. Come on,
Still got a
Kane.
bit
Come on,
to do,
Kane.
but this
Come
is
on, Kane.
promising. Kane.
Boom.
And it's in by the post.
When it rains, it pours. 4-0 in the space of 20 minutes.
That was perhaps the
Please.
place where it was impossible to save it. No goalkeeper
Come on.
could have reached that. It clips the post on the
4-0.
way in.
Jesus.
Yeah, really good strike. He took it early
What
as
a
well.
second
and I
half
think
so
that's what
far.
caught the goalie off guard as much as anything.
One team really on their game today. The other very off colour.
Right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to give a couple of people a chance to play. So, Royce. Come on, Draxler. Azil. Or do we want to leave Azil and bring on... No, we're going to use Azil. I don't think we've got any subs left. If we do, then great, but I don't think we do. No. Okay. So, let's rock and roll. This should be fun.
Jerome Boateng. Vidal. Any thoughts that this might have been a tight affair proved absolutely wrong by the magnificence of Manchester United. Wonderful display reflected on the scoreline. Good position. They've worked this attack very well into quite a dangerous position now.
If you look at the coaching manual, you don't defend.
And here's the shot. Brilliant goal. It's always great for the coach when the
Neuer's
substitute
falling
scores,
apart.
as has happened
Neuer's
here.
falling apart. It's 5-0, people.
Well, he's doubled up here with his second goal, and he took it in excellent style, just like the first one. Two players ready to come on, and they'll bring them on together now.
Come on, Muller and Drax, let's see what you
We
got, boy.
expected this, such a one-sided affair, but look at the scoreline.
Oh, I did.
Boateng.
And number 25, Thomas Muller.
Toni
Goal
Kroos.
for Manchester United. Number
Pogba.
39, Paulo Dybala.
Guiding the pass through. Could be dangerous. The
Try
shot's
some.
on. Marvellous goalkeeping. Manuel Neuer. Can be a match winner, this lad, but today, no. And it was one of his lesser performances. I think it's a bit hard on him. The supporters seem to be happy to see him coming off.
Yeah, that's the life of a winger sometimes. You are dependent on your service and obviously
Think-
dependent on what you do with the ball. And
this is
he's
worthy
not
of a
been
try.
clever enough in possession today.
Come on, Kane. Come on, Kane. Ah, if Kane had won that ball.
Eden Hazard.
Oh, Kane got that one, though.
Julian Draxler.
Wembley Stadium.
There's some potential in this move.
For today's man of the match.
Dybala.
39, Paulo Dybala.
He's in now.
Oh,
Good to know how much longer there is. This wasn't always the case, certainly when I started commentating.
oh sugar.
Got 2 added minutes. Got the opposition backpedaling a little bit.
Boom.
Dybala. Wonderful goal. And that's the third, the hat-trick.
6-0. 6-0.
It's a day he'll
6-0.
never forget. Well, it got a bit of help
Oh,
from the
this is
inside
awesome.
of the post, but in it goes.
Well, that
Come
can
on.
be truly described as unstoppable when it goes in off the inside like that.
Boom, boom,
Well,
boom,
there is
boom,
the final
boom.
whistle, and that confirms what we've been knowing for some time,
All right, people.
that they
We played
are
the world's
champions.
best versus
Alan.
Dragon's
Yeah,
fantasy
absolute
team,
joy
and the
amongst
Dragon
those players.
came out on top.
They've
Bit of a
worked
slow start,
long and hard
but
over
an
the course
amazing
of the last
second half.
9 months or so, and
That was good.
boy, they deserve
That was amazing. So,
These are special moments for
what have we learned?
a very
You come up
successful
against the
team.
Dragon, you go
Congratulations
lose.
to them.
That simple. So, hopefully you all enjoyed that. I definitely enjoyed bringing you this content.
Wonderful
If
scenes
you want
of
to see
joy
more
here.
games like this
No
and
wonder
different
they're
ways of
milking
doing
the
things,
moment.
let me know.
To make
I'll gladly do
absolutely
it.
the most of this.
But for now, it's your
Well,
boy,
they're a proper team,
Double
aren't
D,
they?
signing out. Peace out, people.